I was in Phantomus, I was in Grip Incorporated, I was in Slayer, and you know, film needed you know, more attention at that time because I needed to build up the band. And so we had to disband. And then in 2009, when Tom Araya got sick and he had to get spinal surgery, and Jeff had the problems with his arm, and all that was happening, I felt I needed to get busy because I didn't know what was happening. You know, there were a lot of things that were happening around that time. So in 2009, I called Jerry, no, 2010, and I asked him to get the band back together. We couldn't find the original bass player, and so I had to search for another bass player. And I remember this guy coming up to me at a drum clinic in Los Angeles, and he said, "Hey, I'm a big fan. You know, I heard you like funk music. I play in the band War." So he gave me his email, and this was in 2005 or 2004. 2010, I'm like, who is this guy? What's his name? I forgot his name. I couldn't find his email. And then I look up the band War bass player online, and I started searching, and I found a video of him playing a solo, and I said, that's him. It's unique, very unique. It's fearless. It's like we have no fear when it comes to, you know, like experimenting with music. You know, we'll take different styles of music, we'll fuse them and create something unique. It's a mixture of punk, thrash, like old school thrash, and jazz, funk, rock. Not metal, it has hard rock. So it has a lot of different. The original title was Magistrates of the Gala. Magistrates, I guess, are the leaders of the party. It's called, I guess, the leaders of the party. And Pancho, being from Latin America, he couldn't pronounce it. He couldn't pronounce Magistrates of the Gala. And so he said, guys, I can't pronounce it. We need to title the album something different. So we felt that Fire from the Evening Sun was the title of the second song. We felt that could be the title of the album. We felt it was good. It's all together, all together. This band's very unique in a lot of ways. It's a trio. What we do is we'll go into our studio and we'll press record on our machines. So we don't know what's gonna happen. We'll go, we'll have a little drink, we'll have a little smoke, maybe lunch or dinner, coffee, and then we'll come back and we start playing. And the tape machine's rolling, and then we'll start improvising and then creating these special parts. Then what we do is go back the next day and listen to what we did. And then what I'll do is I call it trim the fat. You know, I take the music and take out the parts that I don't like and just keep the special parts and then recreate those parts. And it's easy for us to write music and write songs. It's something else in each song. Every song is different. Yeah, it's different in every song. He's very creative, and you could take the stories in many different ways. It's not just like one story about a certain, you know, subject. You know, you'll read into it and you could make out of it whatever you want. You know, he's not trying to tell you something. It's just stories and, you know, being creative with words. I don't think about it. It's an honor. I'm very proud that I've done something that people say that I'm very influential to them. I don't feel it. I just love doing what I do. You know, I love playing drums. I love creating, being creative all the time. This is what I do. I don't listen to, I don't watch sports. You know, I don't have any favorite TV shows that I have to watch every day. Maybe boring to some people, but I just love music. I just finished that. I worked with Joseph Bishara, which is, Joseph is the composer for that music, for those movies. And he called me and asked me if I wanted to, you know, take part in creating some drums for it. And I thought I wasn't going to be able to do it because I was going to be here. And he moved the whole schedule early. And I was very grateful. We had a really, really good time, you know, creating the drums and recording them for the movie. So now Insidious is going to have, you know, Dave Lombardo drums on it. Yeah. No double bass, just very ambient. I could make my drums sound like they're played by somebody that's happy, but then I could play my drums to make them sound like somebody's sad or scary, you know. Depends how you hit it and what you create. So yeah, I love doing that. I love working on film scores. It's different. It's not that much different than Phantomas and Mike Patton. It's very similar. Working with Mike Patton and John Zorn helped me to adapt to film scores. Yeah, it's this company called Scene 4. They have this method of photographing drummers in the dark. So they turn off all the lights, and I'm using some special drumsticks with lights in them. And on my bass drum beaters, there were some lights as well. And they take these pictures with the camera, and I think what they do is leave the aperture open. They leave it open so you see the trail. And so you're like creating these drum patterns, but then you see what I'm doing. And it's pretty exciting.